Alright, I posted that my boss is a douchebag video. I want to clear this up real fast. No, I haven't shaved anything. It's still growing. That's just an old video. I have a stockpile of them, people. You don't think I go in here unprepared. Kind of excited on this one. I mean, I want this promotion to survive. I really do. Because UFC does need competition. Because a while back I was thinking it'd be cool if UFC became the major league of sports, of MMA. And, you know, everything else could be a feeder system. But it just seems like they don't want to get big enough to do that. I was really upset when they canceled, they didn't renew Josh Neer's contract. Josh Neer is a fun fighter. He may not ever have a title, but he's a fun fighter. He's a good fighter. He's a game fighter. And, you know, you still got Melvin Guillard on the payroll there. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't add up. I mean, yeah, the guy lost, but he's beating Melvin Guillard. Hell yeah. But, I mean, and then if that's going to happen, I'm going to have to support other promotions too. I'm going to hope, and I don't think there's a good chance of it, but I hope they get to the level to actually compete head on with the UFC. But anyway, let's see here. Real fast with the undercard, you got Jeff Curran. I think I got Nate Moore. John Kowalski, that guy's from Ultimate Fighter 6. He had to fight Danzig twice that season, but I like him. He was a nice guy. He's like this office worker, and he's real nice. Jontez Noves, Mark Miller, and I'm not going to pick a man named Rock. Oh, wait, that's the woman fight. I was just about to say I'm not going to pick a man named Roxanne. But actually, I think I've seen both of these fighters, and Marlowe's Conan is like this big-chinned Dutch boxer or something. So I'm going to pick her. Alright, now to the main event card on CBS. The stuff they'll show us. Although I've seen no ads for it. Pisses me off. You can't go into, you know, MMA blindly and just not putting groundwork for anything to work. And it's off to a rough start already because no ads. I haven't seen any ads or anything. They are going to do some specials, I hear, but I don't know when they're on because I don't see no ads for anything. Alright, Fabricio Verdum versus Antonio Silva. That's a hard one. I mean, they're both, I'd say, near the same level, although I think Verdum's just a little bit higher. Even though he has less tools in the site, and I'd say Silva's more well-rounded, I think Verdum has a good chance of maybe pulling off a sub, maybe in the second round. So yeah, I give it to Verdum. Gegard Mousasi, or Mousy, whatever you want to call him. That guy is getting all them wins versus Sokoju. And I'm going to go with Mousasi. Yeah. He's been on a roll. He collects what wins he can. It's hard to rank him because all these wins are guys that maybe you wouldn't say are in the top 10, you know. But he just keeps on different weight classes and whatever he can. He beat Mark Hunt recently, and I think that's pretty good thing for a, you know, 205er, or he could probably shoot down 185, but he wants to stay at 205. And although Mark Hunt hasn't looked really into it for the last couple of years, his best days were in Pride. But yeah, I'd say Mousy. Whatever you want to call him. I never heard his name announced, so I don't know how you pronounce it. Gegard. Yeah, he's gonna beat Sokoju. Sokoju is he's so weird. I mean, he did those great fights where he beat a Rona and a Little Nog, and then he got to the UFC and he kind of bombed out. Jake Shields versus Jason Mayhem Miller. You know, I mean, I have to go with what they've done recently. And to me, it seems like Jason is preoccupied with his bully beatdown show to actually, you know, concentrate on this fight. While Jake Shields has really put a lot of work and effort into his recent fights, and he really wants, I think he's actually said he wants to break into the UFC, which is kind of hard to do, you know, when you're in a contract with Strikeforce. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be there for long. But I like Jake Shields in this one. This is going to be a 185. I don't know. I mean, Miller is capable of 170, and I know Jake Shields is. So that's kind of weird. You got Jake Shields. Then you got your main event, Fedor versus Brett Rogers. It's kind of easy to predict it for Fedor here, and that's what I'm going to do. But I won't be terribly upset if Brett Rogers wins. And, you know, I have nothing against Fedor. I like Fedor. He's cool. He's, you know, this pudgy Russian that kicks ass. You always hear that thing where people say anyone can lose at any given time. But, I mean, Fedor is the exception to that rule. And I don't know, I'd like to see him show some humanity, I guess. But if Brett Rogers is the guy to do it, I don't think so. He has some good power, but that's about it. Fedor, I give him everything else. He may not have much as power as Rogers, but he still has power, and everything else is better on Fedor's side. It's just a really weird fight. But yeah, I hope this does well. I mean, I think it's make or break, because after this, they're gonna have to wait until Fedor is ready to fight again. I mean, that's their big selling guy right there. That's who they have. So it's going to take a while for them to put on another show. So this show has to do really good to keep the momentum up for when I bet spring 2009. By then, UFC will have done 6 shows from then. It's so hard to break into this business. Like I said, UFC does need competition. That's been made clear by the way they've acted with their fighter cutting. It's just, they don't want to be the major leagues. They want to allow these the other companies come in and steal their thunder. And if that's the case, I'd love to see some competition. I just don't know if Strikeforce is that person to do it, and it doesn't look good. I mean, like I said, no advertising, very little of anything is being the hype this thing, except we got the best fighter ever, Fedor. You know, it doesn't really amount to much when you can't put him up against a really, really nice quality opponent, and you can't really, he's one of those guys, I mean, he's a great fighter, but he's not really as well known in the U.S. as anyone's at fault in the U.S. for a while now. You know, I'd say, you know, Brock Lesnar, Randy Couture, even Big Nog probably has a bigger name for his stint on The Ultimate Fighter than what Fedor has right now going for him. To the casual fan, I know all the hardcores know him and love him, but it just, a lot of it just spells disaster for me, and it's sad. But yeah, those are my picks for Strikeforce, Rogers versus Fedor. Hopefully not their last event. Come on, fight it!